eyes on LINSHIDONG, the world #1, as he makes his way out into the arena ahead of this next match. There is not a single member of this crowd who doesn't have their phone in their hands. Fraser Riley are excited for this one. LINSHIDONG of China taking on Gao Jungrui of Chinese Taipei. This is the one this crowd have been waiting for.
Chongqing is the most fitting place possible for a matchup like this. This is going to be a feisty and spicy battle here in this melting pot of wonderful table tennis. Cannot wait for this match to begin, Rebecca. Here's a look at the tail of the table.
LINSHIDONG leading the head-to-head. This is the third meeting between this pair. The world #1 against the world #24. This is Lin's first appearance at a WTT event since taking the world #1 spot, and he has won 2 of the last 3 WTT Champions events, claiming the men's singles at Macau in 2024 and in Frankfurt last year as well. Hong Yan-Lin will be overseeing this one. That concludes the formalities. Gao wins the toss. So a small victory for him to start this one off. But certainly LINSHIDONG, the Chinese superstar, he has made a super start to this season, taking him the Triple Crown at the Singapore Smash a little earlier this year. Still just 19 years of age, the world #1. He's been in the pros for 3 years, and how about that for a win percentage? 79%, and already 8 WTT titles to his name, and still only in his teens. A look there, Adam, at his last 4 events, and that makes for impressive reading.
Yeah, unbelievable. Muscat was where it all began, where he beat Oh Jun-sung in the final. There, Frankfurt beating Anton Shalbury. Fukuoka, though, he lost to Tomokazu Hanamoto, but then the best bit of cashback he could have hoped for by beating none other than Liang Jin-Quinn in the final of the Singapore Smash, his 2nd Smash title. He is the closest to winning 100 WTT matches.
Yeah, impressive stuff indeed, and Gao Jungrui will need to be at his very best today. Not only is he taking on the world #1, he's also taking on the entire of the Infinity Arena. He'll certainly be behind their man, the world #24, still a youngster himself. But he also knows what it takes to go far at this level. He made it all the way to the semi-finals at the WTT Champions in Macau last year. He'll be hopeful of another good run here, but he could be kicked out at this round of 32 stage, which would be a real shame for him. So here's what the fans think. Very surprising, Fraser. 61% of you think that Gao Jungrui is going to have the beating of LINSHIDONG in this one.
Well, 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 look at that, Rebecca. Whether it's wishful thinking or a prediction, you never know, but he'll take that every day of the week, Gao Jungrui.
Absolutely. Well, we are just seconds away from this one getting underway in this men's singles round of 32. World #1 is poised and ready. Noisy crowd cannot wait for this one to get started.
Already you get to see the immense quality of these two players here. And Gao Jungrui already racked up a couple of really impressive wins recently. Lin Gaoyuan, he beat Felix Lebrun at the Singapore Smash. Not that there is any easy first rounds at a Champions Tier event, but Gao Jungrui will understand the style of LINSHIDONG very, very well, and he has the speed to match him in certain ways.
And of course, being world #1 comes with its own pressure, its own expectations. It was that Singapore Smash win that saw him projected into that top spot. It's not necessarily an easy place to be. You've always got a target on your back.
1-3.
Yeah, so much studyable material of LINSHIDONG already. It's amazing. But you don't become the world #1 without having a truly humble mindset. Being able to take to the grindstone and really accept what you need to work on. Don't know how you prepare for a shot like that. Gao Zhengwei with a wonderful winner here on this pivot.
Yeah, impressive stuff indeed. An electrifying start to this one.
3-0.
Long fast serve as well. Into the middle. Good awareness there from Gao Zhengwei.
Goodness, what a point from Gao, leaves LINSHIDONG on the floor.
Pulled the rug beneath him there, Gao Zhengwei. Not many can ruffle the feathers of LINSHIDONG like this. Stretches him, stitches him.
That was an incredible show of athleticism and such a high intensity start to this already.
Amazing. Got to be really mindful where you invest in speed and spin. Gao Zhengwei there left the door open. Great shot, but amazing read from Lin.
5-4.
Very interested by Gao Zhengwei. He's quite a feisty character. Already playing in Europe. Different kind of career to Lin Wenru, who is the only man now above him in terms of the Chinese Taipei hierarchy.
4-6.
Venomous. He's pushing long willingly, or rather half long. LINSHIDONG brushed up, Gao counters. He's playing one shot with the next in mind. He understands that LINSHIDONG has an incredible amount of shot tolerance.
5-6.
LINSHIDONG celebrates as he draws level. He's been made to work hard in these last couple of points, the world #1.
Wang Hao in the corner there, former world #1. Head coach of the Chinese men's team. Penald legend. World champion back in Yokohama, 2009. Another long serve.
7-6.
And it's not obvious that he's going to play that. Got a very interesting sort of service motion, Gao Zhengwei's free arm is so straight. Not ever seen something sort of quite like that before. It's effective. A very jagged, sporadic style.
7-0.
LINSHIDONG's finding ways to shut down his backhand game here. Touching from time to time, pushing long with aggression. That one was brilliant. How deep was that? Loaded with backspin.
It's 7.
LINSHIDONG now able to edge ahead, but this has been a real challenge for him in this opening game, the world #1.
Play on. It's 7.
He leads the head-to-head. This is only the second meeting between this pair. They last met at contender level 2 years ago.
7-9.
LINSHIDONG won that one 3-1. That was way back before he took the world #1 spot.
Got a glimpse there of the new Chinese generation, Xu Fei. Wang Yotsung. I think that was JUI-WTT as well, a player who's just struggled to sort of break through as a senior.
8-9.
It's fascinating. You see players blossom in their late 30s. You see some breaking through at 14, 15 years old. Incredible how complete these two are to see how young they are.
9-0.
Bit of a shake of the head there from LINSHIDONG, who perhaps Fraser would expect to have been ahead at this stage, and not just ahead, but quite some distance ahead.
It looked like he'd taken the reins all of a sudden. But Gao Zhongwei's learned from a couple of previous mistakes. Nice flick inside the table there with the backhand. Who's going to get the game point?
Oh, it's Gao Zhongwei who earns himself the game point. Spins and raises a fist in celebration. This is a big, big moment for him.
So much acceleration with the first backhand, and there more of a controlled backhand. Already so much pace on the ball. Game point.
10-0.
It's amazing how relaxed LINSHIDONG is.
Goodness, what an injection of pace from LINSHIDONG, who now earns himself the game point.
Clever, cunning, crafty play. Look at this, he opens the body, squares the stance, and actually fakes topspin.
Well, impressive stuff indeed. LINSHIDONG wraps up the opener, coming from behind to do it, saves game point to earn the first game here. My goodness, that was impressive.
And doesn't the unsurprised look of the Chinese team say it all? Even when tested, LINSHIDONG is able to find the wiggle room without making too much fuss about it either. 12-10 in game one. That's really impressive. And we mentioned, didn't we, Rebecca, the race to 100 wins. LINSHIDONG is only 4 away from winning it. If he gets to the semi and in fact wins it, he will have been the first to do it. The women's side, it's Sun Yingsha, and the men's side, it's him. If you're wondering why Wang Chuqin's on 86, he's played less events than LINSHIDONG. LINSHIDONG's gone from feeder level at Summer Series in 2022 to now really only entering star contender level events and above.
Second game, Ling to serve.
Rapid rise indeed for the teenager who is going to get us back underway here for this second game. We'll be hoping to continue the momentum that saw him wrap up that first.
1-love.
It's amazing, that backhand. There's basically no backlift on it.
1-0.
And it's such an effective use of energy transfer into the backhand. How he harnesses it, how he creates a cave with the body. It's masterful, and it's all about the timing. Knowing exactly when and how to strike the ball is key to creating such a powerful low stroke at such a consistent basis.
2-0.
Good push from Gao Zhongwei.
Goodness, but how about that for a forehand Fraser? Straight down the diagonal.
And all set up by the serve. Sometimes they'll increase the speed of the serve, even if it's a short serve. Can just make life so much easier for himself with smart service play. And you know, the serve at this level isn't built to win the point outright. Very, very few are anyway, because you know at this level your opponent's probably going to return it. So when you're serving, you're thinking more about your third ball than the serve itself.
Let 2-4. Not vertical.
It was a well-won point from Gao Zhengwei. Gets himself to within just a single point of Lin Shidong. He'll be happy with that one because Lin Shidong looked as though he was in danger of beginning to pull away.
Good recovery there from Gao. Had to get there for the second one. Interesting service. A slower long serve with backspin. Putting more energy into the serve from above, so it looked to have a little bit more bounce on it as well.
5-4.
Agonizing for Gao. He sends his return into the net.
Oh my God, that backhand push was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, the table surface is an obstacle. He still manages to cut under the ball.
5-6.
Seemed to get a second bite at that Lin Shidong. But it's tough with the backhand to hit it hard when there's quite a lot of arc on it. Came in with a fairly open racket face there, Gao Zhengwei. Again, good recovery though. He knows Lin Shidong can get those extra balls back that you're not expecting.
Oh my goodness, what a rally. And it's Gao who gets the better of the world number one. Fraser, you are beaming.
That was a slugfest. Amazing. These are the rallies that we want to see, Rebecca.
Yeah, impressive stuff, and that is a little insight into the serving success. It's Lin Shidong who is looking the more consistent on serve, 76% of points won on serve, but Gao not too far behind, both players pretty consistent service-wise.
And another unbelievable rally. This is becoming such a joy to watch. There was so much kick on that. Lin Shidong did well to get out of that crossover section. Barely had any space to work with on that one there, especially. That's too good.
6-8.
Another superb rally. This is wonderful stuff for the neutral, but there aren't too many neutrals here inside the Infinity Arena.
It just never fails to amaze me how unbothered Lin Shidong is at taking on the backhand counter from away from the table. Basically a second forehand. Gao dug so deep to win that point. That's a better answer to the shovel serve. Played really well here, Gao Zhengwei. LINSHIDONG's just that good right now.
Oh, just too good. LINSHIDONG earns himself 3 game points. Rest of the Chinese team looking on, showing their full support. Just so impressive, the world number 1. LINSHIDONG wraps up the second, 11 points to 7. 1 game away now from a place in the last 16. He looks like he's barely broken a sweat as he walks back towards his bench. Really, really impressive stuff, Fraser, from the teenager.
Honestly, Rebecca, please don't ask me what I think Gao Zhengwei needs to do. I'm honestly frightened watching LINSHIDONG. It's just unfathomable how good he is. To say he's only 19, it's just crazy to me. We're seeing Gao Zhengwei here play some of his best table tennis, and yet he trails by 2. 2 close games. But it's LINSHIDONG's ability to play so freely when the scoreboard's so tight that amazes me, because usually players tense up a bit, make a few unforced errors. He just takes a step back. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Just the sweet spot of his strokes.
1-0.
The confidence and the attitude, just next level.
It's that willingness to fully commit. Like absolutely no hesitation at all.
1-2.
It isn't necessarily attacking play or spin play really that's going to create hesitation. It's just something out of the ordinary. You've got to constantly sort of reinvent yourself against him.
Certainly, Fraser, 2 very close games, especially the first one. LINSHIDONG took that one 12 points to 10. He took the second one by 4 points. It was a bit of a bigger gap in that one, but unfortunate for Gao to be 2 games down, given that he was keeping pace pretty well.
Yeah, it was neck and neck, wasn't it? 6-all in the last game as well. Lin just pulled away a bit here. A timeout called by Gao Zhengwei. Completely relatable. It's a must-win game for him. Only the first juncture of this 3rd game. All it takes is a slight lapse in focus, and Gao Zhengwei could take a lead here, could get back into this match.
Well, it's always a packed schedule on the WTT Tour, the next Champions event taking place in just a couple of weeks' time in Incheon in the Republic of Korea before the tour makes its way to the United States for the Smash. That's the next big one. And then back to Asia for the Champions in Yokohama in August, and then the players make their way to Sweden for the next one. So it's a tough schedule. These players get so many miles on the clock, constantly having to readjust to different time zones, all the while keeping their training up to the level where it needs to be. It's a pretty tough life on tour.
2-3.
Well,
Absolutely battle-hardened, these players here, even the young players.
what a point that was. For LINSHIDONG, certainly not the way that Gao would have wanted to restart following that timeout.
That push there, just a little bit too readable. LINSHIDONG taking no prisoners again with that backhand.
Oh, what a shot that was
4-3.
from Gao.
Yeah, good proactive play here. Tight touch. Lovely forehand. Sweeping shot. Oh,
3-5.
bit of instant table tennis karma there, I think. Gao hit the net. Lin hit the edge.
Let 3-5. Four, 5.
A bit of frustration there for LINSHIDONG, gearing up for that big forehand, caught the top of the net instead. Gao just a point behind him.
It was an interesting shot from Gao Zhongwei. Took the backhand on really, really low. Often you see someone try and brush up a backhand half long. It's that transition that
6-4.
LINSHIDONG makes though, isn't it? The shots that he makes aren't possible without the footwork. He knows exactly what kind of distance he wants to be away from the table.
6-5.
Usually you see short-statured players want to really hug it. He doesn't. He dots about, scatters around, likes to play from mid-distance. He can take time away from the opponent by going further back, and that's what's so special about him.
6-5.
He's been faltered here. For the service.
Five, 7.
Just too good. LINSHIDONG finds that far corner. Gao with absolutely no response.
I mean, he's a very good counter with Gao Zhongwei, but the pushes haven't quite been up to scratch. We've seen a few points won within 3 balls here. It's not something Gao Zhongwei wants to continue. He's got an opportunity here with serve.
And he takes that opportunity, still just a single point in it.
It's 6.
Instinctive awareness. Let's see this serve. Was there any indication from our angle that serve was going to go long to backhand? Guess there must have been.
It's 7.
Super point from Gao, draws level, 8 points apiece. Fraser, you are wide-eyed. Can't believe what we are seeing out there at the moment. This is a must-win, of course, for Gao, and he's rising to the occasion.
Certainly got a thirst for blood, and I think he smelled blood in the previous 2 games. Just didn't have anything to show for it here. Maybe it could be different.
Oh my goodness, and Gao gets himself ahead.
Throwing caution to the wind here. Brilliant.
He's shown incredible mental resilience, 2 games down against the world #1, but he hasn't given up.
Ooh! Just a fanning block, just absorbs all of that speed and spin. Takes the pace right off it here down the line.
Well, Gao has now won 6 of the last 8 points. Game points for Gao Junrui, looking to take us to a 4th game here, looking to take this one off LINSHIDONG. Can't quite do it that time, just a bit too much on that shot. LINSHIDONG still in this one, but Gao has another chance to wrap this up. Oh my goodness. It was stunning from Gao Junrui. In a must-win game, rose to the pressure, defied the odds, didn't show the world #1 any respect, shut out the noise from this partisan crowd. And now we have a contest on our hands.
Well, 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 Gao Junrui. That takes some doing there. Will the demons begin to creep into the mind of LINSHIDONG, or can he shut them out here in game 4? Really excited to see what happens next here, Rebecca. Just taking a look at the draw here, the winner of this match will face Han Jae-hyun. That would be a rematch from the Singapore Smash, which LINSHIDONG won. Han Jae-hyun defeated Darko Jorgic again, 3 games to love.
Yeah, that really would add a layer of intrigue, wouldn't it? If that were a rematch between LINSHIDONG and Han Jae-hyun.
4th game, Ling to serve.
Of course, we've still got another game to go here.
You can hear already the crowd know that they've got to do their bit.
1-love.
Gao Junrui definitely not one to suffer from any kind of imposter syndrome.
Love 2.
Miscontacted it there, Gao Junrui. Apologises to LINSHIDONG. Didn't intend for it to come off sizzling like that.
Wow, another impressive point for Gao Junrui. Draws level at 2 points apiece. Has LINSHIDONG at full stretch.
Absolutely clobbered the backhand. And then creamed the forehand as well. Stunning. 3 in a row.
Now, does LINSHIDONG look a bit rattled?
It's as rattled as you'll see him. And well, you begin to ask the question, you begin to think about the finish line. Could this be done? Is this possible here? We're about to witness an unthinkable upset. Gao Zhengwei would love nothing more than to really cement himself as one of the top 3 players in this new generation.
Yes. 3-5.
And along with the likes of the Lebruns and Beauregard, Linshidong, Wang Chuqin, you'd be a fool to write him off.
Well, he's certainly making a good case for himself here. He's already won that must-win 3rd game, and this is a must-win as well. He wants to get to that 5th and final game to give himself a chance here.
4-5.
Nice coverage. That contortion of the waist. Key there in that last Linshidong forehand. And I think he was baited by Lin there. Just about into the forehand to tempt him into that backhand flick. And a flashy winner.
Linshidong back where he wants to be, with his nose in front.
He's taking the leaf out of the Ma Long handbook there. Shows like he's going to do a touch. Comes through flat with a pancake flip. Clever play.
7-5.
Those tiny little minute adjustments. That ability to think outside the box that really is standing Linshidong apart from everybody else right now. I envy you, Rebecca. Is this your first time watching table tennis live here in Chongqing?
In Chongqing, yes it is, and what better place to watch it, Fraser?
Wow. I wish I could relive it. The first time I ever saw table tennis live. It's so jaw-dropping, eye-opening. We're right next to the court here as well in our commentary position. It's hard not to just glance up above the monitor and just have a look at everything, take it all in.
Yeah, it's a fantastic experience here. What a wonderful atmosphere as well. And this is just day 1. We've got a whole week of this still to come.
7-8.
Has Linshidong got a whole week to come, though?
Well, that is the question.
Full commitment. It pays off. Lightning quick. To take no risk is the biggest risk you can take against Linshidong. Those pushes, well, you've got to treat them like that if you want a chance.
9-8.
A tough pill to swallow there for Gao Zhengwei.
Yeah, these are huge points. So Linshidong, he doesn't look happy about it, but he's earned himself 2 match points. He's had to work so hard to get to this position. Can he get it done, though? That is the question. What more does Gao Junrui have in the locker?
Time up.
That is absolutely fascinating. LINSHIDONG with the timeout with those 2 match points to come.
不行的话，我一个反手割，要不然我就敢能拧起来也行。实在不行，我正手调过来，正手我摆一下也行，摆个这种正手短、中间短都行，往后面注意衔接就行，对吧？两个球就能这就可以了嘛。这球两个球你抢好了，要不然我就反手拧，要不然我侧身半侧身帮我割一下也行，啊，割住它也行。哪怕是我说割中间一点，哎，加个保险也可以。啊，这会儿人一定要用冷静，哎，敢出去就行啊，不能说侥幸等着他这种失误或者随便就随意戳个着，人家咣算你俩，这会儿就一定要盯死啊，很好，现在整个人非常好啊，啊，盯你，哎，哇！
Quite right, Rebecca. That is a really fascinating time out there from Wang Hao. 9-8 goes 10-8 with a nice combination. Wang Hao still has something to add here. Complete respect to Gao Junrui, who of course is still in this and will serve now.
To this match, what a way to wrap up match point. The Chinese team on their feet, showing full respect to the world #1 LINSHIDONG, wrapping up victory 3-1. But what a valiant effort from Gao Junrui. LINSHIDONG, the class just showing through, just so good.
And then just doing a bit of shadow play to himself as though it was just another day at the office. I guess it is. He's just that good. LINSHIDONG, right when it mattered most, able to play some of his best table tennis. The advice there from Wang Hao, vary the placement, the speeds of your forehands. He did just that. Amazing defense from Gao Junrui, but nobody home there. Finished it in style, the world #1.
Yeah, what a finale to that match. So impressive, and LINSHIDONG certainly has underlined his credentials here at the WTT Champions in Chongqing. Huge